In this video, we're going to be taking a look at how to get your stuff off Canvas. We will be losing access to Canvas after the end of the school year, shortly after. So be sure to get your stuff off Canvas by the end of the school year, because I can't guarantee that we'll have access to it for any length of time after the school year. So the first thing I'd like to note is that a lot of people made bookmarks for the login page, and if you use those bookmarks, you're going to go to an error page. It's just going to say, sorry, we can't log you in this way. So the real way to get logged into Canvas now, to get your stuff, is to go to A+ Resources and then click on the Canvas link here. And that's going to redirect you to the new login screen. Now you'll notice under the email address section, I've just got my first name dot last name. I don't have the @ sign or anything afterwards. And then my password is just my usual password to log into my Williston Schools account. So then I'll click login here. And that's going to bring me into the familiar Canvas page. So the next step, to get your stuff off of Canvas, you're going to want to go to the course that you want to recover, the course that you want to pull off Canvas. So in this case, I'm in WHS Tech PD 1718. And then I'm going to go to the Settings button on the right. And that might be, depending on how your course is set up, it might be down below, or like if you're really zoomed in. Depending on how your zoom is or how many items you have over on the left side, you might have to scroll down in order to see Settings. So click on Settings, and then over on the right, sometimes on the bottom, again depending on how zoomed in you are and whether or not things decide to display properly, you're looking for a button called Export Course Content. We're going to click on that. The default export type is course, and that's exactly what we want. We want course export, and then we're going to create an export. By clicking on that button, we start the process where it's going to package all of the stuff up into a special type of container file, and that is going to be available when I click on New Export. Now it's going to download the .imscc file. I've had people trying to open this like a zip file in the past, and they're confused by what they're seeing in there. That's because it's packaging the course in a specific way so that any learning management system that uses IMSCC files can actually figure out what goes where and what belongs to what, more or less. So it's not meant to be human readable. It's meant to be readable by the learning management system. So in order to use this file, I'm going to have to import it into a learning management system that uses IMSCC files. One such example would be PowerSchool Learning. Google Classroom, on the other hand, does not support IMSCC files, so you will not be able to import into Google Classroom. Now, as an extra precaution, I do advise that you go into, I already have my drive open, go into your Google Drive, just going into drive.google.com or clicking on your app bar and going into Drive. And then just drag and drop that file from the download bar into your Google Drive. That way you're always going to make sure that you have a copy of the IMSCC file. As long as it stays in your Google Drive, then you don't have to worry about finding it again, because all you have to do is go up to Search Drive and then type in .imscc. And you'll see I have quite a few results available because I've helped some people export files on their end, and I've also done quite a few demonstrations of exporting to an IMSCC file in the past. But just having the IMSCC file, it takes on the name of the course that you exported, and then it just adds .imscc. You'll only need to export once per course. You don't have to export per class period unless you were differentiating between different class periods during the sessions that you were using Canvas for. Um, in my experience, that's been very few people that that's applied to. So hopefully you only have one or two courses that you have to export and then upload to Google Drive just to make sure that you have it for safekeeping.